Testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing, testing. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. All right, y'all. Are you ready to get real with your energy and unfiltered? That you can manifest something even way better than right now. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I am Aviva, Vuvuzela, Vu, that rhymes with zoo. And yeah, we're about to get started here with some ancient energy exercises where we can see that our bodies are more than just physical. They're energetic, they're emotional, they're even mental and transcendental and multidimensional. So before we get started, think about what your intention is for class today and connect with yourself, with your breath, not just what you think. And I'm going to make sure the sound is working. Let's do a little sound check. Okay, that sounds like we've got sound. So we're going to get started here in just a moment. I'm going to just wait a couple more minutes for folks to arrive. And I will be right back. everyone? We got some work to do. We got some energy to align. Where are you guys? I might need to nudge people. Hold on. So yeah, y'all, I want to start class with talking about how we can either be open or closed. And that also means open or closed to that chi flow. And the paradox is that we get closed when we recognize with our third eye that we're not being heard or seen in a pure way, that someone's projecting their own concept of reality on everything that we say and feel and hear because they haven't done any work on their own to realize that they're responsible for their own issues. And it's not something to project on others. We all do that a little bit, but some people do it all the time. And you are never seen and heard. And everything is a fight to be seen and heard. So when you're around those kind of people, you will close up because your defenses are up, because you don't want to take on their reality because it's not yours. So it can be a very painful reality, not only because they're projecting their pain on you, but because you don't have any time or space to breathe. And because you have to close up around them, when you're not around them, that closing feeling, the closed door, the closed windows lingers. So unless you have that sacred time and space for meditating and doing the ancient exercises of energy clearing, you stay closed. So the first step a lot of times in doing this class is being open to it in the first place, which is a paradox, because if you are closed to it because of what you're going through, you won't even come to class because your perception of class is, like you start to have these mental thoughts like either I don't deserve to get a break, or nothing will help me, or I just am stuck in this and this is my life. So unless you're even open and receptive to creating a space that feels safe, you won't even come to class. So when you're closed and you're around the environments that's dangerous all the time, then it's like you have a lock and you need to have a key to unlock it so that you can actually even be open to being open. Because it can be scary to be open to being open when you're around people that are threatening your safety. And not just physically, but emotionally. I think that's what a lot of people don't realize is that it's emotionally dangerous out there to subject yourself to folks who are essentially bullying you into believing what they believe, even if it's about you. So we're even getting bullied by advertisements, by systematic abuses, that what we believe is wrong. That is the whole trick in keeping us suppressed, right? Keeping us slaves to a system is that we need to somehow believe that what we believe is wrong. And so one of the first steps to opening yourself up to even receiving the light and the power and the love that you deserve is to recognize that what you believe is valid, completely valid. What you feel is completely valid. And what psychologists have studied throughout the years is that there is a gender difference. In general, when women feel anger, they're more often invalidated than when they feel sad. It also happens when they feel sad, but they've noticed more so when men feel sad, they're more often invalidated than when they feel angry. So there's this weird systematic allowance for men to feel angry and women to feel sad, but not the other way around. And that just keeps us in this prison of being closed all the time because we don't believe that what we feel is okay and valid. So it takes work to be okay with feeling angry when you're a woman. It takes more work than if you're a man, according to these studies. And it takes more work for men to feel okay being sad. And to feel okay feeling anything is the key to unlocking a lot of mental issues like anxiety and depression. Because if you feel sad and you're like, I believe that I shouldn't feel sad, then you're locking yourself into somewhat of a state of shock and block and lock because you're like, I'm feeling something I shouldn't be feeling. Whereas all you need to do is say, it's okay for me to feel this. It's not wrong. And then you're starting to open up that flower, the window, the door into the energy that wants to be giving you life so badly. So that's my theory for why it's hard to make time for you, whether it's doing this class or exercising or eating healthy. You've just closed yourself off to the belief that you are even worthy of feeling what you feel, or you believe that something is wrong with what you believe. So it starts with believing in yourself by believing that what you believe is valid and not letting anyone shame you for it or bully you or make you feel like you're crazy. This is all gaslighting, and there's systematic gaslighting even in advertising. Advertising is legalized lying, right? So please hold your hearts and get open to the belief that you can even open yourself, that it's even safe enough to open yourself and receive the energy that you deserve. And the way is through the pain, not by avoiding it. The way is saying, oh my God, that is so freaking painful that guy is just completely stepping all over me, that woman is completely ignoring me. I feel like my life is threatened. I feel like this is just horrible. Yeah, it is. And you can't feel that in front of someone that is threatening you. So, but you're safe here to say, oh, God, gag me with a spoon. That person is disgusting. And you can't even say it to them, but you could say it right here. Like, was that person even human? You know, and we can forgive them and we can find grace for them because they are dealing with their own prison, their own mental prison. At the same time, they're in some kind of shock. They're in some kind of mind control to not be able to see that they're hurting you. Because I do believe in the core, we want to give each other love. But because they're projecting so hard on you that you're some kind of enemy, there you go. It's hard for them to have true compassion for you. Unless maybe you're like, ow, that hurts. You're completely ignoring my reality and pushing yours down my throat. Ow, how dare you? That is just wrong. That is just wrong and abusive and violating, because I feel what I feel. And we've got to find a middle ground here. Your beliefs are your beliefs. My beliefs are my beliefs. You can't tell me what to believe. You can't tell me that you're right. We can discuss it and come to a conclusion together without you telling me what I should believe. So how do we find that equality? So here we are, starting class. Vibrational essences help us do all that. They help us believe that what we believe is valid. Okay? Here's my whole apothecary kit of Bach Flower Essences right here. If you want your consultation, I'm still doing half off until February 15th. So let me know. And we're going to jump right into this Wujigong after I try this. I haven't tried this yet. I'm not sponsored, but I just love immunity shots. And this is turmeric, ginger, and some other wonderful things. And I feel like having a boost of turmeric and ginger not only helps me physically, but also mentally to trigger my own energy to wake up and be like, you deserve to feel amazing. Even if it tastes like chicken soup without the chicken. Whoa. I think it's got cayenne or jalapeno or something, but that really wakes you up. That is so good. I got it a couple of weeks ago, but it was totally on sale. Oh my goodness. I'm a fan. I can't even finish it. I'll do it at the end of the Wujigong. Y'all, it is already 10:25. I got to get out of here by 11, but we will have a good 35 minutes of what they call Qigong. We already did some Qigong because Gong is the study of your energy, both mentally and physically and emotionally and all that, and through practice. So we have explored some study of ourselves mentally. So the Wujigong is an Ime medical Qigong practice. I learned it from Grandmaster Fu when he came to Georgia years and years ago. And we're going to jump right into it. So remember I asked you to think about your intentions for class? Say it out loud now in the comments if you want, or just in your own homes or the park you're in. Share your names if you wish. My name is Aviva, and my intention is to not shame myself, to have that I have different beliefs and experiences than anyone else, and that to really, really honor that my beliefs are valid and my feelings are valid. What are your intentions? So many people get stuck in their beliefs being the only way that they could believe for their own survival, or just, emotionally and whatnot. They're just not open to anything else because it feels safe for them to be closed. All right, so the first step in the Wujigong is called the beginning of chaos. Sorry, I'm just massaging my feet on this awesome floor. And so what we do is we bring our yin hand, which is right for women, left for men, under the belly button, the other on top, feet are shoulder width apart, bending the knees. You press in and your shoulders and your knees come up and down. You do a little shaky, 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 shaky. Shaky, 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 shaky. Shaky, 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 shaky. Breathing in that good prana that is all around you. And then bringing the bottom hand out, face up, top face down, and keep on shaking. Come to stillness. And let the left shoulder come down, and then just release back and forth. Okay, beautiful folks. Now we're going to rotate that left shoulder back a few times. And the right. And the left. And the right. And the left. And the right. And the left. And the right. And both at the same time. Opening up that neck. Thanks for being here. Now we're going to go slow motion, floating the arms up over the head, and then just let the arms float down nice and slow. I have no armpits. I'm wearing this over and over and over again. My favorite, so comfy. Feel like your arms are balloons just floating to the ground. And feel that joy. It's like as you open up to deserving this energy that you're harvesting right now, it's such a joyous feeling. As opposed to the thing I was talking about earlier, where you just feel so confused because you feel gaslit and you're like tortured by like, I don't know what to believe. But then when you just open yourself up to this pure energy, it's just like, oh, I mean, you're just in heaven. You just are the pure love. You are the pure joy. You are the pure energy. You're pure spirit. I lost count. I think we're on 5 or 6. We do 9 altogether. And then we're going to come up halfway in reverse. Let it just work out all the kinks. Keep going. I'm going to get my LED blockers. You know, we do this naturally when we go outside, you know, when you're the feeling of lying on the sand and just letting your fingers melt in the sand. It's like similar. It's like you're letting all the chi, or maybe you'd call it electrons, just letting it pour into you. And then the in hand comes over the head, right for women, left for men, the other on top, and just feel that energy pouring into you. Relax the shoulders. And then come down slowly. We're going to go into the next part of the form, absorbing the energy from the earth, lifting the left heel up, rotate towards the right. Other way. And the other foot. And the other way. Feet together, knees together, thighs together, little tiny rotations to the left. And the other way. And back and forth. You are the willow tree. And come to stillness. Do your best to feel your flow. If you can feel yourself rocking, this is why rocking babies is so healing for them, because it helps them feel the natural rocking energy of this life force, of the chi, of the electrons that are constantly saying, let me in. Let me charge you up, little human battery. Trust your flow. Trust your movements. You're not weird. You're not weird for rocking. You're the opposite. You're brilliant for being one with your flow, your natural vibrations, your natural resonance, your natural beaming, your natural shining, which is needed so much in this world. We do not have to be suffering. We can be flying. Hands up to the center and little tiny rotations to the left. As if you're 2 fists away, there's like a ball that size, and you're just rotating and following with your hands. 20 more minutes of class, y'all. We're doing great. Other direction. Excellent. We're going to open up nice and wide. Bend over. Just lift that left arm all the way up and just let it drop like a feather. Nice and easy. Okay, I'm going to go and get my electrons outside. So what you want to do is you want to do 18 of these back and forth and then 18 of these back and forth, okay? So I'm going to run out and do that. So it'll probably be about 5 minutes and I'll be right back. Keep on practicing. Okay, great job, everyone. Now for the next 5 minutes now, we're just going to feel the chi. This is called the wuji. Once again, I will be back in 5. Y'all are kicking butt. Good job with the Wooji. Good job with the Wooji. Welcome. We've got 10 more minutes. Any requests for the last 10 minutes of class? Let me get my protective gear on. I just love that Wooji Gong form. I'm getting that y'all want to learn about Tai Chi walking. There's been a lot of commercials about it lately. So this is the basic way to do it. Get grounded. You're going to just let your arms float up and then just let them float down. Okay. Activating your chi. Let's do one more. The commercials say 7 minutes a day of Tai Chi and you won't recognize yourself in a month. I thought it was 20 minutes, but I guess it's only 7. We're going to step with the right. We're going to lean to the left, and we're going to just glide the hands back and forth. Now we're going to lift the left and lift the hands a little bit. The hands stay belly button height. Everyone's belly button's a different height. And the reason why they glide across the belly button is because that is also called the sea of blood. Almost all your organs are in that central area, and they're not only filtering your blood, they're literally creating your blood with all the different things that you eat and experience, all the vibrations that you experience. That's why you are what you eat. What you eat goes into your blood and creates all these different chemical reactions in your body to give you life. So the more you do the chi walking, the more you are creating some bomb-ass blood that you are then circulating through your body and just creating amazing energy for yourself, preventing disease, creating energy. So yeah, 7 minutes a day, it's like a meditation. It's like an affirmation. It's like winding you up, getting you in the right place, programming you so that everything just runs more smoothly. Make sense? We're just going to do 2 more minutes and then we'll move on. And do let me know if you have any requests for the last 5 minutes of class. You know, it really is similar to being a computer, because my computer, before I logged on this morning, was having technical difficulties. One reason why I started at 10 and not 9:30. So what happens when there's technical difficulties? I literally cannot get an image on the screen of me doing this for you guys. The wheel spins round and round and round. Simple solution, restart the computer. It takes time though. This right here, my friends, chi walking is the same as restarting your computer if you are the computer. We don't even realize it, but a lot of that stuck energy, a lot of the disease, the dis-ease, the unrelaxation, the pictures not showing up on the screen correctly, you know, projecting on other people, or not even getting an image in our brain, not even forming words clearly. That is a clear sign that you need a restart. And doing even just a minute of this chi walking every day is like pressing restart. And again, like I said in the beginning, you need to be open in order to press restart. You need to stop pushing in the same direction. And it's hard for people to take the break because they're like in a race. I gotta finish, I gotta finish, I gotta finish. Well, you're not gonna be able to finish if you keep on breaking down and have technical difficulties. You have to take a break and restart. If not every day, once a week, 3 times a week. You know, don't deprive yourself of the restart, because that causes exhaustion, that causes burnout, that causes technical difficulties, right? Okay. Any requests for the last 5 minutes of class? I'm going to finish this crazy shot of turmeric, ginger, and something spicy. I don't know what. What do you need? You can even just say, oh, my foot hurts, my thigh hurts. Give me something for that. It kind of tastes like pickle juice. There's probably vinegar in here. Now that second shot was yummier. Maybe it has garlic. Woo! All right. Another commercial for ASEA. I always link that in the description. I have a store where you can get it. I believe in it. A shot a day, 2 shots a day. I don't know if it's electrons or not, but that's what it feels like. If I'm feeling low battery, this morning I took a whole cup because I was in the Capitol yesterday and that drained my battery. So yeah, ask me about it. And unfortunately, I don't make a commission unless I sell $100 worth. So it'd be awesome if you bought $100 worth. And if not, that's okay. I just want you to get it if you want it. Y'all, 4 minutes left. What are we going to do? You want to do a foot massage? Let's do a foot massage. Foot massaging every day is like that restart button on crack because we've got acupressure points in every single part of our foot. If our foot is filled with oxalic acid crystals, that affects the whole meridian line to the kidneys and whatnot. So when we give our feet love, we are giving our whole body love exponentially. So we're going to rotate each toe a few times in each direction and then pull away. And if we have time, maybe we'll do some Kegels and help some of that stress incontinence out there, which is very common if you've given birth, especially a few times. And if you're a man over the age of 50. Because muscles just stretch out. And it takes muscles to pee. And to hold in the pee. All right, rotate the ankle. And the other direction. Pull the toes back. And rub between the toes. And then find an acupressure point. Hold that for 20 seconds. Anywhere you feel like your foot needs a restart. It's like a restart button. I mean, your garbage disposal needs a reset button. Power strips have reset buttons. The outlets. Blenders have reset buttons. Why do you think humans... What you think humans don't need reset buttons? Sleep is not enough, especially people not sleeping enough. You can do this to reset. Even just 5 minutes, y'all. You deserve it. Are you open to it? 20 seconds of this reset button. That's all it takes. You could just press a button on your foot or your hands. Let's do the hand on this side. 20 seconds, reset button right in the center. Massage until you find the most tense spot. I love how when you press these spots, it makes you like smile as if swallow as if you're clearing your sinus area. All right, now we're going to find a point on the inside of the leg, under the knee, about 2 fingers down. That is a great reset button for some of your organs like the spleen and the liver. Tap. Now the knee on the other side of the thigh, about 4 or 5 fingers up. You're going to press that spot for 20 seconds. Again, that's for some organs, like the spleen, like the kidneys, like the bladder. So even just this alone helps with stress incontinence, bladder strength. And tap. I guess we're going a little over 11. And brush. All right. And rotate. And pull. So I guess we won't have time for Kegels today. Maybe we'll start with it next week. Remind me. But if you really came here for that, let me know in the chat. Pull the toes back, rub the bottom of the feet. And rub between the toes. And then find a point on your foot and press that. All right. Did we rub between the toes yet? Oh, under the knee, about 2 fingers down on the other side. Press a point for 20 seconds. And tap. Brush and the outside now above the knee. And brush. Oh my goodness, y'all. Think about some things that you're grateful for. I'm so grateful for my friends. So grateful for this class. I'm so grateful for the sunshine. I'm so grateful for healthy food and local farmers. Fill your hearts with gratitude and compassion and spread this out to every morsel of space that surrounds you all the time. Thanking the lineage holders, 谢谢庄学. Thanking the teachers, 谢谢老师. Thank yourself for coming to class today. Oh, well, hello, Marilyn. I didn't know you were here. Thanks for coming. And let me know if you need anything else. Do you have any questions? Do you have any pains? Oh, we didn't do the right reset button. Let's do that while I hang out and see if there's any questions. Okay, beautiful folks, shake it out. I'm going to go on with my day. Proud of you all for being you. And I will see you in the next one next Tuesday.